Don't play with it, don't be dishonest.
What it do, y'all? So I got an artist vlog for y'all. For Christmas, I got this canvas, and I've been trying to figure out exactly what I should do with it. It is pretty big. I had an idea like yesterday. So okay, let's put this into motion. First idea is my prep work, and I prime the canvas. Now, usually canvases, they already come pre-primed, but I like to go over again because usually when they do inside of factories, it's a very light coat. So when I go on the canvas with my oil paints, the fabric is still very porous, which means that it's going to absorb a lot of my paint, which means I'm going to be wasting a lot of material. So I have to go over a few times with white gesso to make sure that it's not too translucent as you've seen in that video. And I'll let you know that it's ready for the artwork. Right now, I'm going to let it dry. I'm going to sand it down so it's not so coarse, make sure it's smooth, and then we're going to get the sketching process and get to work. I started my day out super late, and so I might lose sunlight, so this whole process might stretch into the next day, but we're going to make it happen. Yeah. So I did go to sleep a little bit early yesterday because I had to be up early today so I could go to a movie type class. And I did wake up late for that still, but we made it. Last night I did draw the sketch onto the canvas. So today we're gonna tone the canvas and we're gonna get the painting. So I got some good coffee, got some good reads in. I ate breakfast already this morning before I went to my movie type class. We trained our mental, we trained our physical, and I'm about to get creative. One of my biggest things for this year was for me to always keep challenging myself and to keep going, working on myself physically, mentally, and creatively. So we got 2 out the way. Now let's knock the 3rd one out today for the morning. Okay, so what y'all see me doing now is toning the canvas, and I have a more in-depth video about this on my Instagram and on my TikTok, so if you want to go over there. It's the same as this YouTube, Aviante 2_ AVIANTE. And basically it's making the canvas less intimidating and also improving my color accuracy when I go and start painting my subject. Now, my problem here is that I started painting fine details in the beginning, and I knew better. I should never did this. And I actually went ahead and I scrubbed all this out, painted over all of this yellow after spending about 2 hours just doing these details. And like I said, I knew better. I should have just created my base color first and then add layers onto that, but it is what it is. And this is me painting over it. It's now day 3 and I'm not even finished. Honestly, the painting has been the exact same way since I left, since the video stopped, because I had to move. I know it's kind of crazy. Like, I didn't really know that I had to move right now, and that's my own negligence because my lease is actually up next month. Well, no, scratch that. I thought my lease was up next month, but it's actually this month. And this month being like the next few days type of thing. And so I got an email and it was letting me know, and I'm like, oh shoot, I don't know what to do next. So it was either A, I renew it, which I didn't want to stay at this place anymore. I wanted to find something different. Or B is, just going to crunch time. I went into crunch time, and so I went ahead, and it was crazy because it was Martin Luther King weekend. I had the weekend and then that day, so I really couldn't look for real because a lot of places was closed. I did my due diligence, called so many different places, got a few different answers and viewed a few different places on like a Sunday or a Saturday. And I happened to find 2 places that I like, which I'm like, you know what? I'll go ahead and I'll submit an application. So on one of the spots that's in downtown LA, I had started filling out the application, but then I stopped because I got tired. So I'm like, I'm gonna do it tomorrow. Boom, tomorrow I came, and later in that evening, I went to fill it out, and somebody took the spot. Somebody already filled out for it. It was on a Sunday. I'm like, damn. Like I was sick, I'm not gonna lie. And so then I went back on Monday, which is Martin Luther King Day, and luckily they was open because when I was looking online, I seen they had a sister property, and me and the leasing manager spoke about that when I went and viewed the place the first time. Looked at the sister property, and it had a exact same unit with the exact same layout, exact same square footage. So I'm like, let me go check it out. So on Martin Luther King Day, I went down to downtown LA, took an Uber. Building's a little bit different. The only difference is that the building that I first went to had a sky deck at the top, so it was like a little lounge spot on the roof. This one didn't have it, but the gym is bigger, so it's cool. He showed me that unit, and he said, you know what, I got about 3-4 more people that's looking at this spot. Say less. I filled out that application before I left. Before I left, I had my documents sent in, everything. I already had my documents prepared for the last spot, so it was easy. Boom, fit out the app, put my documents in. He said, yeah, we'll let you know in a few days. In a few hours. It's MLK Day, but we'll let you know if you've been approved. Later that evening, I didn't hear nothing from nobody. I'm anxious, I'm not gonna lie, because I got like 2-3 days left. So then boom, next morning, wake up, roll over, check the phone. Nothing there still, but it's like 9:50. So I'm like, they've been open for at least an hour. Let me call. Call, they answer. I'm like, yeah. So I got an email. Oh, by the way, I did get an email from them, but it said that I was approved based upon conditions. So I told her, I'm like, yeah, so it says I've been approved based on conditions. So I'm trying to figure out what that is. She was like, oh no, you approved with regular conditions. I'm like, yeah. She's like, yeah, you approved. Bruh, you don't know, like the burden just like really lift off my shoulders. I'm trying to tell y'all, like this was so stressful because you got a picture, like I had to find a spot, view a spot, put a deposit, application documents together, pack up my entire 1-bedroom apartment just to be out in about 3 days. Like that's a lot, bro. And the best part about it all is like I really wanted to move back to downtown LA and I really love that building. Anyway, so here we are. We still in my old spot now though, packing up some things. I'm to figure out if I'm gonna get a truck tonight, move it tonight, or if I should get a truck tomorrow morning and just do that throughout the day. Nevertheless, we about to get back to this packing though. This is not gonna be an aesthetic move. Everything is in a mess. I'm giving y'all the real and the raw. Like this was a rush move. I done packed everything perfectly, but we're gonna make it happen. Here we got a milkshake, Jack in the Box. I do have some movers that are coming through. They're gonna come through and help me move all the big stuff. Already got the smaller stuff out late last night. Kind of like make it easier. Oh, this LA traffic ain't no joke. And it's crazy because you start driving for about 10 minutes and then everything going smooth, and then next thing you know, you're running into traffic this thick. It's 11 o'clock. Where are y'all going? So I'm currently in this U-Haul truck. We're going to my new spot. We're going to my new spot in downtown LA. And I had to call the front desk to let them know to open up the freight elevator. Honestly, getting this stuff down was like, it was hard because at my old place that we just came from, the elevator was broke. And I felt bad for the dudes who was moving the stuff because it was pretty bad. And when I first moved into the apartment, I moved majority of the stuff by myself. And so I knew how bad it was. Anyways, this one should be a lot smoother. Hopefully we get done faster. We only booked the movers for about 4 hours. I think majority of that time is already taken up, but considering this should be a lot easier, it shouldn't take too much more of the time up. We should get it all done today.
Stay here, baby.
Just made it, at least to this part of the city. The movers are already there, so we'll tap back in once I meet them. But y'all don't understand how good this shit feels. I don't know if y'all understand. Like I moved a bunch of different times. Over the past 3 or 4 years, I done moved 3 times. But this spot, it's like, this is like a building that I want to stay in from the jump, but just couldn't, you know what I mean? Like stuff wasn't right for me. We here now. And I really can't wait to decorate the place. I really want to paint the walls. I might just do like some wallpaper instead. I really ain't figure out. I'm gonna take some my time, but I'm gonna go grab some food real quick, explore downtown, and then come back and start unpacking all this stuff. I mean, we got a lot of stuff. But it feel good, man. Like I said, the last place that I was in, like I felt out of love real quick. I think it was mostly because like I love the artistic vibes that it gave me, but after dealing with it for so long, dealing with the management for so long, the small problems that they wouldn't fix, it's just like little small things, but the small things add up, and then it just contributes to the overall quality of where I was living at. Especially like the homeless dude sleeping in the lobby of the building, like it was the The smell was crazy. That was the straw that broke the camel's back. This was like a really emergency move. It was either renew a 6-month lease or figure it out. And so I chose to figure it out. And I figured it out within like 4 days of me figuring, like 4 days of me knowing. Pretty insane. A lot of pressure. There's a lot of stress, but it could happen though. So if you're in a situation, it can happen. Let me show y'all this pool. So we had a balcony here. And my unit is like facing the inner part of it, which means that it's more quiet than other areas. But I am going to get back to that painting once I get everything settled in. Then we're going to get back to filming that vlog. I know this vlog took a dramatic change. It's crazy. Every time that I think about doing a vlog, something always happens that stops me from doing it, and it never happens. So this time I was like, you know what? I'm just going to finish it regardless of what happened. You know, originally it's going to be like an artist vlog, but now it's like a move vlog. But it's all good though. I hope y'all enjoy it.